Hey, it's Bria and Will back with another nichie week.
This week in niche.
This week in nichie land. We have a lot to talk about.
I feel like being transparent and telling our audience our milestone we hit this past week. We got an editor for this show.
Oh my God, yes! We got an editor. So you might notice that episodes are actually going up on time.
Yeah, it saves you a ton of time in editing, which is like the bulk cut down. But I don't know, I feel like it's fun to celebrate the wins a little bit.
Yeah.
You know, the level ups.
Yes, I'm excited to, honestly, I'm mostly excited just to be delivering episodes weekly, on time, ready to go. I feel like sometimes when I'm editing it and having to rewatch the episode for so long, I get very over it.
Yeah.
And I end up cutting out things because I'm just annoyed at that point from hearing our voices. And I didn't really do that last week, so I'm excited.
That's why I could never be a musician. Yeah. I feel like by the time that I perfected the song, you know, I'd be so annoyed with it by that point. Mm-hmm. And then I have to perform it, debut it, all that kind of, no chance.
Yeah. There's something about just listening to yourself over and over again that's infuriating. So yeah. I'm excited.
We'll pat ourselves on the back for investing in This Is Niche.
Yes. And trusting someone because I'm very distrusting. But shout out to Hannah. She's a real one, honestly. She's a real one.
We'll drop Hannah's in the description.
She's a musician, yeah.
And a kick-ass editor.
A multifaceted queen.
This is Niche Bar.
I'm going to talk about it anyway. Well, Traitors finally started. Shall we start there?
Despite half the show being its biggest flaw, it's still one of the best shows on TV right now.
Yeah, for some reason this season isn't really hitting as much as previous ones yet, but...
I like it.
Really?
I'm cool with it.
It's not hitting, but I'm definitely going to see it through. Honestly, I think it's just Michael Rappaport. That man annoys me so bad.
Traitors made Tom Sandoval look redeeming. This man has zero hope. And the fact that you already have Portia doing the media circuit, calling out Michael for his like lewd behavior.
Thank God for editing. Because if they showed how he really showed his dirty underwear at that table, then I think people would vote him out. The people, like the audience, would have wanted him out. He acted a crazy person at that table. He went through highs and lows, tears and cries. Portia, I love you so much. I have watched you from the beginning. I'm your biggest fan too, but I think you're a traitor. I don't know what to do. It was so dramatic, but he fought so hard that at some point it made me numb. And that's why I was just like, you know what? Maybe my time is up.
And let's not act like that's the first time he's been called out by a housewife, because he runs his mouth on Twitter and he's been doing it for years. And they call him out every time they see him. Kenya called him out on Watch What Happens Live.
He's always being called out. The dude, no, he's not liked in any sector. Political, entertainment, acting.
I heard he was great in Dr. Dolittle too. I will say that.
I think in his mind, he literally thinks that if he's the loudest person in the room, he's the alpha.
Yeah, 100%. Loud and wrong. The man is just loud and wrong. Did you see Rob from Love Island's face when he was at the banishment table saying, I am the best looking, most wonderful, faithful. Rob was like...
In about as much expression as Rob is capable of giving.
I'm so glad that they picked him to be a traitor, honestly. I think it's so funny. But I feel like he's just a very likable person, but at the same time, he's a good traitor because he's diabolical.
He definitely seems like he's good at playing the game.
Yeah.
And all the challenges are like right up his alley. Digging through mud and picking up skull bones.
I'm sure there's going to be a challenge where they have to put their hand in a roach pit or something. He's going to thrive in those moments.
But he's doing pretty good. Candace... She's talking way too much for a traitor.
She's talking way too much for a traitor. Lisa Rinna is doing way better than her because Lisa knows how to keep her mouth shut and just kind of chime in occasionally. But Candace is like, she's got something to say about everything.
Yeah, she's taking the lead on a lot of the banishment conversations and...
not a good sign. At least she didn't try to vote out a housewife, though.
Yeah, like Lisa, that's a really bad choice, Lisa. You need your crew. But Donna Kelsey needed to go. Absolutely zero reason for her to be there. It didn't bring in the Swifties. All everyone talked about for 3 episodes was, I'm scared of the Swifties.
Which I hear that, and I think that's concerning. But I'm sure Taylor is watching this like, yes, hear me. Yeah, I think Donna Kelsey must have had a short contract or something, was like, I'm only going to do 2 days of this shit. Because she was in and out. And I don't even think she was a good secret traitor.
No.
It's almost like you would expect her to be the traitor.
It also seems extremely obvious that the producers wanted to give the faithfuls a quick win. We're going to let them vote out a traitor, but like not a real traitor, you know?
That's so true. Although I will say this season, I'm 100% rooting for the traitors. I don't think there's ever been a season actually where I've rooted for the faithfuls because there's always a traitor I like.
Yeah.
Bob the drag queen, Lisa Rinna, Phaedra. I never want to see them fail, but I think that they will. Lisa's going to slip up.
Candace is going to slip up. Candace first.
Yeah, Candace first, then Lisa, and Rob might make it for a while.
Yeah.
Because he's so good looking to them, they're just like, I don't think that he would ever do that.
The way that he manipulates his girls, he's manipulating the faithfuls.
It's so true. Y'all clearly didn't watch Love Island. The man is crazy. Who are some crazy, just completely out of left field people who you think would be funny on Traitors? Obviously, they would probably not do it, but who comes to mind?
I feel like the people I want to say are always trying to transition from their other lives into entertainment. So I'm going to say Tom Brady. I feel like he's trying to transition into entertainment.
Is he?
He's announcing like football games. He's a personality. He's not just off camera now because he's not playing.
Okay.
Shaq.
I would love... Shaq would do it.
Shaq would be really funny.
I feel like he would do it, and he would be so funny. He would be such a funny faithful. And he would be so good in the challenges.
Can you imagine someone trying to vote out Shaq and he just stares at you?
I could never.
He puts his hand on the arm of yours next to you.
Yeah, I could never. That's such a good one.
Who do you get?
I said in my video Lance Armstrong, and I feel like he would actually be so good. And he's someone who is at the point in his life and career, let's say, where he would 100% do some sort of celebrity competition thing like this.
You think he's running out of money?
I mean, apparently he was an early investor in Uber, so he's telling everyone that he's good. But I don't know. He was on that weird spaceship celebrity show. We didn't watch it, but it was like Stars on Mars or something, and they did space competitions. I have no clue. So I feel like he would do it. Didn't we write down someone really? Oh, no, you said Z-Way the other day.
She would make you think twice that you yourself are faithful.
Since we're going to get into our political segment next, which political figure do you think would be a good traitor? Or just be good on Traitors, entertaining? They can be problematic.
Why do I kind of want to say Nancy Pelosi or Elizabeth Warren? I just feel like a woman who's been in politics for as long as they have can probably spin some shit.
Nancy Pelosi would be so funny. She'd be so extra.
Isn't she like almost dead? She's old.
She's not like at death's door. She's not Mitch McConnell.
No, but she's basically ousted of politics because of her age.
Well, yes. About 20 years too late.
Jasmine Crockett would be good too.
Jasmine Crockett would be great. Problematic Republican who I think would be great, John Kennedy, the one who said,
"You hate cops just because they're cops? The next time you get in trouble, call a crackhead."
Who's the guy? I think he's the governor of like Alabama, Tommy Tuberville, like the ex-football player who's like missing half his brain.
Wait, what?
He quite literally might be the dumbest person in politics, like on an IQ level. Not to be like super mean.
That is really mean, but I also don't know him. So if he's a horrible person, great. You know who would be hilarious is the mayor of Stockton, they literally elected a TikToker as mayor.
I think an obvious has to be George Santos.
Such a great liar. To a point. Not great forever.
He's not that good of a liar.
Yeah, he actually got caught up in all of his lies, but
He'd be really funny on there.
He'd be hilarious. And honestly, I feel like he would actually do it.
Jen Shaw. Speaking of criminals.
That's a criminal I don't want to see. I said in my video, a criminal I do want to see is Ross Ulbricht. He tried out for The Amazing Race before he did Silk Road as a teen. So I feel like he'd be really good at the challenges. He's very smart. He's a very good debater as well. He was in the Young Libertarians Club in college and did debates. I think it could work, but no Jen Shaw, ever. Did you see that Dancing with the Stars was like, we'll take Jen Shaw?
Yeah, I did see that. They just don't care.
They have no standards. They had Anna Delvey on there. That's another felon. The one who scammed all those people in New York by pretending she was a rich heiress from Germany or some shit.
I did not know that story.
You don't know the Anna Delvey story?
No, we'll save that for another time.
Okay, that might need to be a TikTok.
Did you say that was the transition to our political segment?
Yes, I wanted to talk about Trisha running for Congress, honestly. What is going on?
Trisha?
Is she serious?
I think she might be serious because I think she was literally looking at the checklist, everything that she had to do. She's like, is this possible? Can I get 500 signatures? And she's like, do they have to be in person or can they be online? Like she would get,
Of course she would get those signatures if they were online.
Right. I think it has to be in your neighborhood though, because like if you're running for a local election, they probably want your local people.
Yeah, and I think she lives in Thousand Oaks. I don't know, Trish. I just think that the woman has done so many things that I truly thought she would never do. The Domino's partnership really just put it into perspective for me. SNL, Broadway, legit Broadway. I'm tempted to say she might be able to do it.
I think she'll run. I don't think that she'll win.
I don't even know if she can run. Is it too late?
I have no idea.
Her slogan is California could be good.
Straight to the point. Do you think she has a marketing director? Do you think she's
honestly no? I think it's her and Moses sitting at the table and her being like, what should my name be? Like, what should my slogan be? Well, what about, I don't know, California could be good. Because, like, it could be good if you vote for me. And Moses being like, yes, that sounds amazing. I love that. I love that so much. And next thing you know,
A Star is Born. On the flip side, we've got Spencer Pratt running for mayor of LA.
This is one that I'm not laughing about because it's diabolical. And I say this as someone who supported Spencer Pratt. We talked about Spencer Pratt on here after the fires and streaming Heidi's song. And now I do not fuck with them.
It swung so far with his political activism, trying to seek blame and retribution in unfairly the wrong way. Like he's blaming a California bill to try to increase housing near rapid transit zones. And he was using that bill to put blame on trying to change the neighborhood of the Palisades in his home. When in reality, that bill doesn't affect the Palisades because there is no rapid transit in the Palisades. So either he's misunderstanding the bill, and that's a problem because he's speaking on it, or he's purposefully using that bill to manipulate his audience.
You have to remember that Spencer Pratt is a very smart man. He has a USC degree. I forget what it's in. I think it's in business or some shit. Editing Bria here. Tell me why it's in political science. So maybe he's been waiting for this moment for a long time, honestly. Oh God, I picked the wrong frame to freeze frame on. Okay, let's move on. I'll fact check myself. But he's actually a very smart, intentional man. He intentionally crafted himself as the villain on the hills to maximize his earnings. Okay, and the man will do anything for money and attention. So I'm not really going to give him the benefit of the doubt and say that he just doesn't understand what he's doing. He doesn't know. He's an idiot. He's not an idiot. He's a very smart person, and he knows.
I think if he runs, he gets Rick Caruso backing.
How so?
Rick Caruso will spend the money to get him elected. And Rick Caruso will endorse him.
I didn't even consider that.
Yeah. And he'll do anything Rick Caruso wants.
That's real because he 100% supports everything about Rick Caruso.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's an element that I did not even consider.
Yeah.
The oligarchy of it all. I know that Brody Jenner endorsed him the other day, but LA, let's think twice, okay? And honestly, the mayor in LA doesn't have as much power as you think. A lot of LA happenings rely on the city council.
As the head of the city, as the mayor of the city, everything is going to befall on you.
Right. You get the blame for everything.
You're the easiest scapegoat.
As we saw.
Yeah.
I think that's all the political news we got today. Unless we just want to reiterate, fuck ICE.
Oh, yeah.
I can reiterate that.
Fuck ICE. Free Palestine. And how do we phrase Iran?
We stand with the people in Iran.
Because they kind of like, it's like a regime change.
Yeah. They're rejecting their theocracy. Look, I'm with the people.
Yeah.
I'm with the people, period. We're with Venezuelans. We're with the people, period, in every way, shape, and form. Unless you're Spencer Pratt, we're not with you, but...
So given how fucked up everything has been going on in America alone, the one person that doesn't come to mind unless he's being federally investigated, but I would never expect him to break ranks with being a conservative, Dan Brazilian has...
I'm sorry.
You saw it, like, he's breaking with the right, and he's like saying, like, this is fucked up. Like, does everyone see this? Like... She didn't deserve to die.
I'm laughing because you called him Dan Brazilian. And his name is Dan Bilzerian.
Dan Brazilian. That guy.
No, but it's so true.
He's got the kind of name that I don't have to read the last names to know it. I just see like the B and the J and I'm like,
I see the B and the N and my brain just scrambles whatever's in there. That's so true. Honestly, that's a sign of you being a really good reader, a voracious reader. But yeah, the fact that
I can't recall what I read.
No, you're a good reader when you don't have to read the entire word and you can process what you're reading without individually doing it. Your mind works quickly. I heard it on NPR.
Have you seen the thing that single women are doing where if they're thinking about bringing a guy home, they're asking him to read a paragraph of like a book or a magazine before they do, because some of these guys are going like, the rake had blue tips.
Yeah, I hate to say it. I cannot stand a slow reader. Even when I was in middle school and high school and stuff, whenever they popcorn to someone who was so slow, it was just painful.
I hate reading to people. I can read to myself. I can't read out loud very well.
Oh, so do you want to read a paragraph right now?
Sure. Could you?
Here, I'll give you you can read this.
I just get nervous like performing in front of people. It'd be the same with like a play. It'd be the same with karaoke.
You don't like karaoke?
I stress about karaoke.
Oh my God, it is not that serious.
I need to be drunk enough to have the courage, but not too drunk that I forget how to speak in all the words. It's a very narrow window.
Read some of that.
The hell is this? Is this the Bill of Rights?
Go ahead.
The conventions of a number of the states having at the time of their adopting the Constitution expressed a desire in order to prevent misconstruction or abuse of its powers that further declaratory and restrictive clauses should be added. And as extending the ground of public confidence in the government will best ensure the beneficent ends of its institution. By the way, that was one sentence.
Yeah, that is crazy. I wanted to challenge you a little bit.
There's also like 4 words in there that I probably hear like once a decade.
Yeah. You did pretty good, though.
Resolved by the Senate and House of Representatives of the United States of America in Congress good. Assembled, 2/3 of both houses concurring
hear ye.
that the following articles be proposed to the legislatures.
Yes.
Maybe I'd read better when I'm like announcing.
Yeah, maybe. I just wanted to close out our political segment with the Constitution reminding everyone it exists.
And Dan Brazilian.
Dan Brazilian. Oh, yeah. Okay. We completely got off topic. Dan Bilzerian. When you said you don't hear about him unless he's being federally indicted, that's very real because I never heard that he had changed his tune. One thing about me, I am not going to watch an award show. I cannot remember the last time I actually watched the Emmys, the Oscars, the Golden Globes, any of that.
Yeah, award shows is the one place where the executives understand my attention span. I watch clips.
I watch clips too.
That's it.
You don't really need to watch it. You really just need to watch the clips. And if anyone has any footage from the commercial time, I would love to see that as well.
Because a lot of it's just mundane and overly long.
It is quite mundane. Another thing I really like to see is people's reactions to winning or losing. I'll do that. Outfits, reactions to winning or losing, commercial breaks, and miscellaneous clips.
See, I like the speeches. I'll listen to the speeches.
Yeah, I'll listen to the speeches.
I thought Nikki Glaser did a pretty good job with her opening remarks. I thought she was funny, roasting some people.
I think that she was very brave to come for CBS on CBS. That's pretty iconic.
And the award for most editing goes to CBS News. Yes. CBS News, America's newest place to see BS News.
They should have expected that. Did you see the clip of Wanda Sykes calling out Bill Maher?
Yes.
I love that.
We see you everywhere. I could see you a little less.
And him just being like, you know what she meant.
Yes.
And I agree.
And obviously Ricky Gervais winning the award. She accepts it and thanks the trans community.
Talk about someone you don't hear about.
I think he's popping in the comedy circle. We're just not in that comedy circle.
Yeah, that could be it.
Tiana Taylor's speech, boss.
Yes. I'm so glad she won. And it prompted me to rewatch my Super Sweet 16. She had an amazing 16th birthday party on there. Pharrell performed at her birthday.
Which I learned today that's where she got her start. Tiana Taylor.
Yeah, I think that really was her first appearance. I really liked One Battle After Another. I thought it was a pretty good movie. I'm kind of surprised they got on stage and didn't say anything about what's happening in our country. considering that activism and breaking people out of detention centers was the movie.
Yeah, it was solid. I like seeing an original screenplay, and I like the fact that it was topical to what's happening now.
One of the clips that kept popping up was some group of people giving their acceptance speech, and you could just see a puff of smoke in the bottom corner, and everyone was like, what the fuck is that from? Is someone vaping in there? What's going on? And then you look at the table in the front, and it's Sean Penn smoking a cigarette inside during the ceremony. What is going on?
Sean Penn has been around too long to give a fuck.
He gives 0 fucks, and it's so funny because I didn't know anything about him until I watched the Charlie Sheen documentary. He grew up with Charlie Sheen. They were best friends.
Yeah.
And hearing about him coming up, like, he was bad. He was in the streets.
Was he?
Yes. So I'm not surprised. His character in that movie was diabolical.
Yeah. I didn't even realize that was Sean Penn, to be honest.
Really?
When I watched it the first time, I didn't really realize that. But the funny thing, like the Golden Globes, is the dude, his hair is not combed.
He doesn't give a fuck.
He really doesn't give a fuck. And that was Nikki Glazer's punch at Sean Penn. Is in an industry where everyone's trying to look younger, here you are gracefully aging into a leather handbag.
That's so mean. That's pretty much all I saw of the Golden Globes. Sinners got snubbed. I guess they would be truly snubbed if they weren't nominated at all. But doesn't the same guy who owns Variety own the Golden Globes?
I think so, yeah. Yeah, we learned about that. The guy exposing that basically all the entertainment magazines, the Variety, whatever, also owns the Golden Globes and basically uses that network to like influence people's opinions on shit.
It's crazy the number of publications and events this one man owns.
Yeah.
Mind-blowing.
It's also funny to think about just one man owning the Golden Globes, one man owning the stock market.
I didn't even know that the Golden Globes could be owned by one person.
Right. I thought it was like a society.
I thought it was an institution.
Like your SAG dollars goes towards, making sure that the board of, electors or whatever gets
Something
paid
like that.
and chooses their members and all that. No.
Yeah.
I don't know. Oh, Macaulay Culkin was back presenting something.
Aw, loved him in Zootopia too.
Oh, yeah.
Love that movie. Everyone should take their kids to see that movie. It's very conscious.
Yeah. Red Pillars didn't like it.
I'm sure they didn't. Honestly, I'm actually surprised they didn't because usually they don't pick up on nuance like that in movies.
Yeah.
They're just like, yeah, I love Superman. They don't put 2 and 2 together. That isn't it based on Israel?
Yeah. And again, they hated him. They hated
Oh,
him.
they did?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. They're smarter than I thought. Okay, they're picking up on things.
Yeah, they didn't like it at all.
My oomphy, Cody Jacob, posted a TikTok that truly left me in shambles yesterday. He posted that his friend's a hairstylist and texted him.
Girl, one of my girls just installed a lace front beard on Jake Paul. He's fucked up from that jaw surgery, but doesn't want the public to know. He's paying out the ass for glam.
Okay, at first I was like, okay, a lace front wig. Receding hairline, I understand it. It was a beard lace front wig that was used to cover his mangled jaw following his fight with Joshua Anthony.
I'm not surprised at all that he's that fucked up. I'm surprised that he is trying so hard and spending so much money to cover it up. He really doesn't want to appear broken.
Yeah, but he was on Logan Paul's podcast. I saw a clip of it. I didn't watch the episode. And he can't really talk.
Yeah.
He's kind of like off a little bit, like he can't fully close his mouth, so you can tell he's fucked up and you can see it even under the lace front. I was watching that video so closely, I was like, do I see lace? Honestly, I support gender affirming care. If you want to get a lace front beard wig, by all means.
It's different because he's trying to cover up his surgery and his inflammation and the disfigurement. He's not doing it because he can't grow a beard and he wants to look like he has a fuller beard.
That's true. His nose is also completely off to the side now.
Yeah, broken noses are no biggie for people like boxers, but a broken jaw and changing and basically doing like Zac Efron, who, he had that jaw surgery and his face got all fucked up. And everyone was like, what the hell happened to you? And because he didn't tell anyone. But it's not like he did plastic surgery and he got in anything. He had jaw surgery.
Why did you just remind me of that AI picture of Zac Efron that they were trying to cancel him over because they're like, why are you so tan? But yeah, I just think it's so funny, the thought of Jake Paul getting a wig install done. It's amazing. We never watched that show they did on HBO. They did a reality show.
The Paul brothers?
Yeah, and I remember seeing a clip of Logan Paul being like, yeah, I mean, not to sound too woke, but...
Dude, women have it hard. Women have it fucking hard. And I empathize with them.
Sympathizing with your wife makes you woke.
He is right where he belongs in the WWE.
I always get them mixed up. Logan's a wrestler.
Yeah.
And Jake is a boxer.
Right.
I thought the boxer and the wrestler were the same person. And I thought that the other one was just doing stupid media shows and stuff.
So I don't know if either one of them is doing stupid media shows.
They had like a podcast and shit that they were doing.
Yeah, he has a podcast, The Wrestler.
That's what I'm talking about.
Okay, so yes.
That and like the YouTube and maybe the YouTube. But
yeah.
But I guess Jake is like really beefy and Logan's leaner.
Logan, to me, is the tall, more svelte one. And Jake is like a little bit shorter and more stocky, burly.
Yeah.
I was going to say, and Jake is like the little gremlin. Try not to be mean.
Which is why Logan, I thought, was just a pretty boy not doing anything and was just running his mouth and managing. And doesn't he have the Prime energy drink or the Prime drink?
Possibly.
Yeah.
They all got a drink.
Yeah. I don't know if it'll ever get easier to see how we age through the eyes of the kids of our generation. But I saw a TikTok and it's some girl saying that her mother gave her vintage Hollister clothes and she's holding up, you know, I don't know, some like tight little shirt with like the shoulders kind of coming off and little 3/4 sleeves. I don't know. I'll show you the video. But it always gets me thinking, what are some other things that are going to come back and be not only trends, but like our grandparents' furniture now that we covet? So we all try to go and find, you know, good old furniture because it was made better. What do you wish you saved so that you could pass down to your niece or nephew?
This is kind of niche. I don't know if this was nationwide, but in the Bay Area in 2007, 2008, them Kathy Jean platform white sneakers, it was like a platform ked.
I just remember that my school didn't allow us to wear Air Force Ones or Cortezes because in LA they were gang associated shoes.
Oh, but these shoes were the ones that were really popular when I was in middle school.
Okay.
These I could see coming back. They're simple.
Are they still for sale?
Yes, they are. I haven't seen someone in these since 2008, but I could definitely see like a chunky platform white sneaker happening. The new Dino shoe.
I remember when I was a kid, my mom got me and my two brothers these really awesome Dodgers bullpen jackets that were like a really shiny blue. They don't make them anymore, and I really wish I still had those. I could have given those to them.
Ooh, that would be good.
Just really good, you know, fan wear.
Ooh, you know what is really good? Like a True Religion pocket jean. Remember how they had the pockets that came down and closed with a button?
Yeah.
Low rise with the studs.
I think you need like the era of like the apple bottom jean, right?
Yeah.
That would have been cool to pass back.
Like from the movie 13 where they were wearing the low rise jeans with no back pocket and it was just ass.
Yeah.
I could totally see that happening.
I definitely feel like there's some bedazzled guy jeans, like vintage Ed Hardy.
Yeah. Von Dutch,
like the vintage stuff. That stuff, especially because Von Dutch is trying to come back right now. Mm-hmm. But imagine like there's a bin we can pull out and you got some of those old studded shirts or...
Oh my God. It's giving Ronnie from Jersey Shore.
Yeah. That'd be good. I like not clothes related, but I feel like I wish I still had my Zune. That would be a cool throwback. See what music is currently on there.
The Zune is crazy.
I wish I had my computer that had the Oregon Trail on it.
Oh my God, I have the Oregon Trail.
Yeah, but not like the computer with like the big old the white computer like that.
Pro tip for the nichies: if you ever want to play an old game like Oregon Trail, Roller Coaster Tycoon, anything like that, oldgamesdownload.com. They have every single old game on there for free. That's how I get all my games. Wedding Dash, Cake Mania.
Bria bought a computer from Best Buy because it's a Windows computer because you have to have a Windows computer to download it specifically so that she could game. It's just a cheapo, like a $500, $800.
Like HP, some shit. I said, can I do The Sims on this? And he was like, yeah. Ring it up. Not too much, though. I can't have too many expansion packs. It's very... You can only have a couple at a time. Those games need to come back, honestly. I wish... See, if streamers were playing those games on Twitch, I would watch. I know a lot of people play The Sims, but the classics. Like, sometimes Soundproof Liz will go on there and play Barbie Murder Mystery or whatever.
Pokemon Snap.
Oh, I specifically remember that game being taken away from me as a child.
That inspired a whole era of photographers.
Yeah. Putt Putt Saves the Zoo. Backyard Baseball. Pablo. See, they have Backyard Baseball on Old Games Download. There's a lot of older things that I think would be cool. Honestly, I think it would be cool to bring back an iPod. Just purely music. You can leave your house and go on a walk or whatever and just have like a little nano.
No Wi-Fi, no nothing.
No Wi-Fi, no calls, just vibes. I want to see some people wearing denim skirts over leggings again.
Yeah.
I would love to see that.
I've been loud and vocal in our relationship about denim skirts.
But over a pair of leggings?
Never. Ever.
Leggings that are cropped mid-calf.
No. There are plenty of skirts that I'd be fine with leggings under.
Oh.
But definitely not jean denim skirts.
Oh, okay.
I'm specific to the denim skirt.
Okay, I see.
Whether it's little, whether it's long,
a long
tight,
denim skirt
loose,
is a little much for me.
Yeah, fuck them all.
Okay. Maybe a layered polo. You know, people used to wear like a turquoise polo under a white one and then let the collar pop up.
Yeah, I was never that preppy. That was the private Catholic school down the street that did that shit. Definitely the double tank top.
Yeah, love a double tank top. Chain wallets,
carabiners.
I used to love my chain wallet.
You put the keys on the carabiner, and then you hang the keys from your belt loop instead of in your pocket. Oh, when I was a kid, we definitely did the chains. That was big in like middle school and stuff like that. You go to the mall and one of those kiosks in the mall, and you get like a sterling silver, like I don't know if it was sterling, but you get like a silver chain or yeah, we did silver. We didn't do gold.
Like the one I tried to get for my dad from Amazon for Christmas that never showed up.
Yes.
Can I just say, my dad opened an empty box on Christmas because they sent the box with no chain in it. Chains have never gone out though.
For us growing up, I think it was like a middle school thing. I think it phased out by high school.
Okay.
But yeah, you go to the mall, you get one of those, okay, do you want a Cuban? Do you want, whatever? I got just like a little thin one. Cute. I think I tried a bracelet for a while too.
Ooh, I love like an ankle bracelet or a toe ring.
Toe rings were big when I was growing up.
Love a toe ring.
Yeah.
Honestly, I'm surprised the baddies aren't wearing toe rings. Maybe we should make that happen, but I don't expose my toes, so someone else is going to have to do it.
Like a toe ring is the type of thing you wore with like rainbow sandals.
Yeah, that would be an interesting way to bring back the toe ring, honestly. Class it up.
But in like a classier way, right? Like maybe it's attached to the shoe and it's a little chain that goes from the big toe maybe to like the second toe.
Oh, wow.
Kind of stretches across, and now you got a little charm down there.
Ooh, I kind of love that. Someone has to do that.
I want to say someone has, but
I'm sure people have been doing this the entire time, but I would love to see more of it. Are we ready to get into our speed round?
Let's do it.
I want to talk about the woman who was fired by her hairstylist.
Hi, so I got fired by my hairstylist last night. And let me tell you, it was not in the nicest way. It was actually really mean, to be honest. He basically said, "Hi, it's been so lovely having you as a client, but I don't think I'd like to work with you anymore."
Oof.
And is trying to make it a series, but has 0 updates.
It's a really bad series. It had the makings for a good series. Enough that I saved it and watched it and made sure that the algorithm would bring me back to it because I wasn't going to follow her for it. Mm-hmm. But I did want to know what happened. And if she was better at this, she would have gone down to that salon. She would have gotten an answer.
And filmed.
Yes.
Life is a reality TV show.
She's clearly doing this for the views. She did each step trying to get the views. This happened. Oh my gosh. And it takes off. So now she's like, well, here's my update. And here's what I'm thinking about doing, but I'm not sure. And the next one is, okay, I sent it. And then it's, I'm still waiting for a reply, but I'm living my unbothered life. She should have gone down to that salon. She should have got an answer because now I don't give a shit.
I still kind of give a shit, but there's no way he's going to answer. So I'm not going to force myself.
I'm assuming he's not online, but if he's smart and he is online and he's choosing not to respond because no response is better than a response. And then you get like a bunch of volatility happening around your business. It's good for him, bad for the entertainment.
Yeah, honestly, there's no way that he hasn't seen the TikTok. Someone has to have at least sent it to him because she didn't say who it was. So it must have been, my friend recently told me he fired a client. Let me see if this is him. I think the hairstylist had to have seen the TikTok by
gotcha.
now.
Yeah.
And he's choosing not to reply, which I think is a good idea.
Right.
Because people are saying that, I don't even know why they're saying that. She got fired because she's MAGA. Do we know that?
We definitely don't know that, but people found out that she is following like Donald Trump and stuff on social.
Well,
but
that's a choice.
But we definitely don't know if that's the reason why. But what every hairstylist I'm hearing talking about is that they've got plenty of people that annoy them, but they're not going to fire them for just annoying them once or twice. That's like an ongoing thing. Like it drains you to have to do your hair and deal with you and all that kind of stuff. You make it harder for them. She tried to make it a series. She should have followed up. She should have gotten our resolution.
The key with making a TikTok series about your personal life is to always escalate. If things aren't moving fast enough, you must produce and escalate.
Like the plot always moves forward. Either you dictate how that moves forward or that decision is going to get made for you.
Real.
On the Twitter side of the world, I refuse to call it X. There's conversations going on, and it's not new, but men refusing dinner first dates and women refusing men who won't give them a dinner first date. We are at an impasse. Do you think a dinner first date is a requirement?
No, I actually don't want to have a dinner first date.
I feel like
I don't want to be stuck with you.
I feel like eating with someone is very awkward at first.
It is. I used to be a lot weirder about eating in front of people, but I don't want to be in a situation where I have to stick around when I'm not feeling you longer than 30 minutes.
Longer than enough for me to finish my drink and duck out.
Right. I got to wait for our drinks to come. I got to wait for the appetizer. I got to wait for the meal, maybe a dessert. I got to get another drink. We got to do a little song and dance when the check comes.
It's too much.
It's too much.
But we all know that there are women who are serial daters to feed themselves.
Oh, yeah. I support that. You dictate your life. If you don't want to accept non-dinner dates, then that's your prerogative. But they're on to us is basically the point, right? I mean, they know that you're just using them for the dinner.
I'm sure some people are, but someone like myself, I agree with you. I don't want to be locked in for an extra hour with someone who I just sat down with and they are loud, boisterous, making things uncomfortable. They're drawing attention. That would turn me off so quickly. And I'd be like, I could tell that this wasn't going to go well in the first 5 seconds. I've had those dates.
Me too.
So why do I want to sit through the rest of the dinner?
Right. But for me, it does have to be, I would say, I prefer it to be a nighttime thing.
Okay, that's fair.
So if you tell me I want to take a walk, we're not going to take a walk. First of all, we're going to like sit down and get something in some way. So
okay,
you're going to spend money, honey.
Depending on how serious I was about the person through, whatever few days you talk online, I like the idea of a coffee first date, like at a park, and you just like kind of sit at the park and you get a coffee and maybe you bring a treat or something like that to share. But that has to basically be because the conversations I was having with that person invited that type of opportunity.
Like they said, I don't drink.
Like they said, they don't drink. Like they work evenings.
Yeah.
And it's very safe. Like I'm not going to try to take you home after having coffee. I'm trying to go home so I can take a shit.
You know what's so weird? I have so many numbers in my phone. I never get rid of people's numbers. So I have people from college in there and everything. And someone I might know from my contacts from college recently posted a TikTok that popped up on my For You page saying that exact thing. He's like, everybody wants to do coffee dates. I need to go home. I don't know how y'all are doing this. I don't know how you're staying there for longer than 30 minutes. I need to go home and I need to be alone. That is crazy. I didn't consider that. Yeah, so I prefer a nighttime thing.
Right, but if you're not trying to hook up, or if you're trying to be like, listen, I'm not trying to give you the wrong impression, because girls could also take the wrong impression. The whole idea of suggesting a date, what date you suggest tells a lot about you.
Yeah.
Right? And about how well you guys might connect. Like for you, I would probably say if it was before we FaceTimed, I would say let's grab drinks.
Yeah.
Right? And you'd be cool with that. But another girl would be like, no, you're just trying to pay for 2 drinks and then trying to take me home and have sex. There is connotation with that, right?
Yeah. I never really thought about that connotation. As you know, when I was in my dating era, I was very naive. So I didn't know that that's the vibe. But I don't know why. I think it's just more casual and like less pressure when it's at night.
Yeah. But some people like really enjoy eating out, so they save money to eat out, or some women want to weed out broke men, and they're like, if you can't take me to a nice dinner for a first date, will you be able to afford the lifestyle that I want?
Yeah, that's valid, honestly. That is a good way to test out if someone's a brokey.
Yeah.
And also, where are they taking you to dinner? Are they suggesting Applebee's?
Oh God, no. Well, I guess a lot of places you don't have anything better. But in LA, definitely not a chain.
Right. Can you imagine if someone was like, let's go to the Cheesecake Factory? Bitch, now you really don't want to hook up. Actually, that's how I know. Because I'm going to be rolled out of that place at the end of all of this.
I'm going to eat so much. You are going to be so uncomfortable by how much I ate.
You're going to be disgusted. Yeah. It's going to be like White Chicks when she's just like eating the onion rings and the steak. Can I just bring up briefly part of our speed round segment? A TikTok that I saw the other day.
Sure.
Of a girl who went into the Dior cafe and she and her friend ordered mocktails.
Suddenly, I feel like my whole body is warm and my heart was palpitating. And so I was like, this is weird. And I looked at my friend Jennifer and her neck is so red. And so I was like, oh my God, do you think there was alcohol in these mocktails? So we called over the waitress. And she was denying. She was like, there's no way there's alcohol in these. And then she brought out the bottles that they make the mocktail with. And it was just 2 bottles. And I guess you mix it. I was like, okay, but we're both getting full on Asian glow. And then she brings out this beverage director who had a attitude. And she was like, okay, so what happened? So we had to explain. And then she goes, there's no alcohol in these.
Her friend takes the drink to go. They get alcohol test strips, and there is alcohol in their mocktails from the Dior cafe. So she's posting this like, if you are pregnant or sober or something, these have alcohol in them.
That's crazy.
Can you imagine being sober, going to the Dior cafe, having a mocktail, and it having alcohol in it? It's diabolical.
Is it like straight up there's probably vodka in there? Or is it some way that the combination of stuff that they put in there to simulate alcohol fermented in a way that
I have no idea.
I don't know.
Dior needs to speak on this.
They do need to speak on this. That's fucked up. That's like rule number 1. It's like people who are allergic to shit, you got to treat it. Like when you order something, you say no pickles. Waiters are taught to treat that like a life or death allergy.
As it should be.
Right.
Some people just don't like things, but you never know. So don't assume. I saw a girl who went to a vegan restaurant and they gave her dairy. It's like, and she had an allergic reaction. You can't trust nothing these days.
Our
nichelord of the week is absolutely hilarious. She's actually a comedian, and her takes are never wrong. I agree with everything she says. I'm going to say that now. Maybe I'll disagree in the future. Who knows? Her name is Temi Adeoye. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. Temi, you are absolutely iconic. If you remember me bringing up the girl who said that Jelly Roll...
Oh, yeah.
has a close proximity to white criminality and it makes her uncomfortable. That is Temi.
I'm pretty sure I saw that video, and then a couple weeks later, it was like, let me explain Iran to you.
So she's very intelligent, and she makes amazing political videos, but they're always so short. All of her videos are short, to the point. She's hilarious. I love her so much, and she's someone who definitely deserves a lot more attention on TikTok. We have to support the creative ones who are spreading the good word. I love that. I get it, girl, and I support it. So thank you for being who you are. You are crowned the Nichelord. And if you like internet history, pop culture, reality TV, and niche news, subscribe to my YouTube channel. You can also follow us at This Is Niche Pod on TikTok. We have gotten almost everything for the giveaway. Something got delayed, but we are almost there, and we are almost to doing the giveaway. You can also follow me on TikTok and Instagram at Bria.Stuart if you like stuff like this, but a little bit shorter, slightly, sometimes not really. And we will see you next week.